Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome back to another one of my deck guides. For today, I have a monsters deck for you, and the leader ability that we're going to be using is Overwhelming Hunger, as you can see here. What this allows us to do is destroy an allied unit, then spawn an Ekimara in its row, and boost it by the destroyed unit's power. We have two charges of this. The Ekimara is this token unit that you see here. The two charges that we have, we're looking to use specifically upon Detlef Higher Vampire, just for that guaranteed consistency and ease of use for this card, and it gives us a great tempo play at that time. So it is an anti-swarm Deathwish deck because we do have Werecat in here that provides row damage, and we also have the Foglets that do row damage. In particular, these row damage cards would be really good against Congregate when they have those 2-powered token units when they begin to swarm them. Okay, but because we're versing a lot of opponents at this time that play a lot of swarming decks, a lot of units being spawned on their rows, I thought Werecat and Foglet, maybe they play better at this time. So that's what we're doing with this deck. We're trying to test that out. So what I'm going to do is run you through this list bottom up and explain how best to play each card and when to play it during a match. At the bottom here, we have the Wild Hunt Hound. This is just for passive points. When we're going first, with our stratagem Crystal Skull that you see here, it allows us to boost an allied unit by 4 and give it fail. Our optimal target for Crystal Skull will be the Wild Hunt Hound, and you can play this first thing and just start getting points as you go along. You need dominance for the boost to work, but rest assured we're going pretty tall with some of our units, so dominance is pretty consistent in our deck. And an interesting addition to this deck that may seem a bit unusual is the Wild Hunt Warrior. And my reasoning for this is that it does offer us some decent control, 4 points of damage on dominance, and we are pretty consistent with maintaining dominance, and it's just nice to have that control instead of some other 4-point damage card. I think this can offer us more value, and it's been working good for me. So on dominance, you get to spawn Frost for 1 turn on the unit's row that you've damaged down. So it could be a nice way to just kill a 4-powered engine of your opponents, maybe like a Tax Collector or an Elf unit, something like that. We do have 2 Endrega Warriors, consume adjacent units on deploy. Obviously, we're running a number of Deathwish units, so having consume units is important for the consistency in their activation. Obviously, if you want to get the full benefit out of Endrega Warrior, you're going to stack your Deathwish units next to each other, and you're just placing the Endrega right between them, okay? Endrega Warrior seems to be a card that we take into round 2 and round 3, because round 1 we're playing more of our tempo plays and engines. So then we have the Foglets here, pretty good value at 4 provision cost. You get to spawn Fog on the opposite row for 3 turns, and Fog does 2 points of damage to the lowest power unit on that row. So make sure you're playing Foglet the opposite row of where your opponent's units are to get that value, otherwise you're missing out on it. And keep in mind your opponent can play around Fog, so try to play it when they've got a number of units on a row just for good consistency and the damage it can offer. But Foglet is a card you use for activation with Haunt or round 2. That's when you can play them out. For a bit of control in our deck, we've got Spores, reset the power of a unit. Scoia'tael, because we do have a few engines, a few Deathwish units. Maybe we can unlock them and use them if they get locked. Especially She Who Knows. This could be good for her. Witch Apprentice, because we've got a lot of full units and high tempo plays. Witch Apprentice seems to be good in our deck. We can generate a lot of points fairly fast. With the Witch Apprentice, usually seems good to play them out in round 1. However, if you're playing it with Haunt, it should be fine too. Just make sure you have 25 or more points, and this card will be boosting itself by 2 at the end of your turn. Pretty solid engine. Then just for more consistency, with the activation of our Deathwish units, we have Bargeist. On the deploy, you get to consume an allied unit. Dominance, consume an allied unit with the order. So basically it gives you 2 consumes this card. As I said, we're pretty consistent with dominance, so it should be fine to use. It's 2nd order. Then we have Rot Fiend in here just for more consistency with the activation of Haunt. Obviously, we're going to have enough Deathwish units to play that card out. And Rockfiend's really good at 5 provision. You get to damage a random enemy unit by 5. Maybe it's good to play this card like if you can time it. You know, if your opponent's got kind of 1 unit on their board, they've played something down, and then it's your next turn. Maybe you want to play Rotfiend and kill it off 5 points of damage clean because it's random damage. So try to play it as smart as you can. But good activator for Haunt or round 2 or 3 play. We've got the Griffins in here for thinning through the use of Imlerith. We're not playing them for deploy. All we're going to be doing is playing Imlerith on the melee row. When we play him on melee, you get to draw a card, then discard a card. If the discarded card was a unit, boost off by its power. Imlerith for us is a round 1 or round 2 play because thinning is something you want to do as early on as possible during a match. So this allows us to discard the Griffin into the graveyard. And then what we want to do is keep the other copy of the Griffin in our deck. And Mamuna is going to be thinning it out because what Mamuna will do for us is banish a bronze unit from our graveyard and boost off by its power. And then we get to summon a copy of it from our deck to this row. You want to play Mamuna early on in a round to avoid the Sabbath play because you actually end up playing Griffin if you got Sabbath. We don't want to do that because you're going to destroy a unit when you play Griffin. So Mamuna is a card kind of like round 2 or 3 will be like the first card you play just to avoid playing that card. We got Old Speartip asleep. After 3 turns, summon Old Speartip from your deck to this row. Increase its base power by 6, then banish self. So we're summoning this card through the use of this card. What you want to make sure is that you always have Old Speartip in deck, obviously. Don't play this card out if you have this in your hand. And this could be a good first round card or second round card to help set up Osrul for later. Then we have the Werecat for the anti-swarm part of our deck. It's a Thrive unit, so actually be boosting as you play units, but most likely you want to activate it right away. It's Deathwish ability. You don't want to play it for Thrive. You don't want to wait on it. So the deploy is that you get to damage all enemy units on the opposite row by 1. The Deathwish is that you repeat the deploy ability. So basically it gives you almost like a lacerate play, 2 points of damage on a chosen row that you play it on. So like I said, this can come in handy against Congregate decks when they have those 2-power token units just before they want to hit Desiree or Sacred Flame. Just time it right and obliterate them with this card. So this is something you play usually with Haunt, probably round 2 or 3, okay? Then we've got Osrul. We're going to consume a unit from our graveyard. The unit that we're going to consume is Old Speartip, just for a nice boost and good point swing. Osrul's a card you want to play at the 3rd and final round, or when you're 2-0ing. It's kind of the final thing you're going to do in a match. If your opponent's got a good unit in their graveyard, go ahead and play it melee row and consume it if you think it's worth it, okay? Imlerith we just covered before. Royal Decree, you get to play a unit from your deck. This is just for a bit of consistency. Usually you use Royal Decree to get you something important like She Who Knows, Mamuna, maybe Detlef, Osrul, something like that, okay? Detlef's a fantastic card. The Deathwish is that you get to summon it from the graveyard to the same row. The unit's ability is limited to 2 uses and does not refresh when it leaves the battlefield. So basically double leader charge will fully activate its ability, and very, very good tempo for us. Seems to be a short round 3 play because we kind of want to bleed our opponent out with this deck. I think if you save this for a short round 3, it's fantastic. So yep, Old Speartip's been covered. We did cover Mamuna. You're simply banishing the Griffin in your graveyard, thinning the other one out from your deck. Then we have She Who Knows. At the end of the round, give resilience to the highest base power unit on your side of the battlefield. Guys, She Who Knows is great in our deck because we got Old Speartip thinning out and increasing its base power. So you can slam She Who Knows down when the Speartip has been thinned and then get like a crazy carryover. You could play her like that. Look to play her round 1 or round 2 and keep row stacking so you can have her multiple rounds during a match. Very, very deadly card. Needs to be answered. And then we've got Haunt, just offers us a lot of points. Haunt is the card you want to bleed into round 2 with. You will be spawning these units that you see here as you play your Deathwish units out. And yeah, good thing is that it gives us extra consumes, okay, just to be consistent in the activation of Deathwish unit abilities. Okay, so that's a rundown of the list. Now I'm going to take you through how you want to play this strategy as best as possible. And we're going to talk in terms of having the optimal hand, okay? So round 1 cards, you'd like to open up with Wild Hunt Hound, give it stratagem. Maybe play Imlerith into a Griffin. And, you know, then you can start to look playing your Witch Apprentice units. Usually that should get you round control because it's pretty good tempo and strong engines gathering a lot of points. Your opponent would likely pass. And then into round 2, you could bleed with Haunt if you like. And what you can do from there is just play your Deathwish units out. Maybe look for a time to play She Who Knows. You could pass or 2-0 depending on how it looks. If you pass, in the best case scenario, we get She Who Knows as carryover. Then what you want to do first thing is play Mamuna out into the round 3. And then you've got Detlaf with leader ability and Osrul for the finish onto Speartip that's been put into your graveyard. So I hope you're going to enjoy the following matches, and thanks so much for your support. Imprisonment's going to be interesting for us. Okay. Monsters is your main faction? Sweet. Nice, nice. We got something in common then. I love Monsters. First deck that got me to Pro ever was Monsters deck. I do have Mahakamael in our deck for these lock situations. Ooh, that's a fantastic hit. It's really good for them. So it's a mill deck.
I forgive you. This time.
Good. You probably don't want to thin too much when you're versing mill, but I have to play into it a bit somehow. As you can see, the way how my hand is. We need dominance and we need Sabbath. So we've got to kind of do these things. Wow.
Quite the meaningful task.
They pulled the other one out. Ooh.
Resistance is futile.
What do you think is the least used monster leader skill? Maybe a Arrakis Swarm? Could be. I mean, tell me how many monsters leaders do you see played at the moment? Hey, what's up my friend, how are you? Thanks for coming on. Like, really, we only see Frost played in the meta if you think about it. So, yeah, maybe it's that. You play Frost, nice, nice. Yeah, that would be about it though. Outside of Frost, we don't really see too many monster kind of leaders and plays. like Fruits of Easgith hasn't been played much at all for a while. So we're looking to get Sabbath for the Witch Apprentice here, and She Who Knows. I'm just gonna try to play She Who Knows real late, because I got leader.
Time for a rematch, Lady Yennefer.
Okay, I'm not sure what happened there.
They're surprisingly clean creatures, as it happens.
Wow, they got a lot of locks this deck. Jeez Louise. Stratagem advantage deck. Nice, nice, that's great. Yeah, I've put out a lot of Deathwish kind of decks. Yep, they're a lot of fun to play.
When pigs fly, eh?
Passes. Good opportunity. That's probably the safest time to play She Who Knows, isn't it? If you think about it. Because if we're playing it while they're still active in the round, they just got leader. So if I can pull my Hack'em Ale, it might be good. They're gonna have a few threats here though. Just trying to think what they're gonna play. We might need Endrega Warrior because they got locks. Yeah, we should most likely bleed, shouldn't we? See how we go. You definitely want to bleed with that deck. It's the strength of monsters. Bleeding the best cards out of your opponent, passing at the right time. It's kind of how you play this deck. Heat waves. Okay. So this will just get locked right away too, won't it? At the same time, it's only going to do 1 point of damage if they commit to it. It's a bit hard with their leader to play into the round. Exactly, hey. Yes. Yeah, I know, man. Well, we saw Heat Wave. They've got a lot of locks. It's pretty much our biggest counter, isn't it? Control decks. I think once people reach pro rank, they start to experiment and play differently. Like when you're grinding to pro, you see a lot of meta decks. Yen and Muzzle. Don't jinx me now, come on. They probably commit leader to it. Unless they've got a lock in hand. Or damage. But that keeps this safe then. If they lock that.
Feed them with hunger, crush them with thirst.
Is very thin. Well, we got a few threats here, guys. You know, we got a card that's thinning, and we got She Who Knows there. So they only got one lock. It looks like. That gives them. Oh wow. Wow. So they leave Speartip to thin. Might not be so bad. Okay, interesting. We do have Sabbath back there. They take it? Yeah. Right. Yeah, you're right. Yep. Let's see if we can finish them here. I think that's probably our best chance, right? We just 2-0 them. Don't do something good. Don't get something good for yourself. Come on. What's that do again? Destroy a random enemy? That's not really effective right now. Yeah, I think I'm going all in, guys. No doubt. This doesn't really play well for them that much, I don't think. They're losing a bit of value on that play. Canter. Low roll, good. What do you think? We got it? Must be. They already wasted yen. Heat wave's gone. Lost out on some fog damage. I think we're good here.
No one can hide from me.
Yeah, beautiful. Nice. That was definitely the best way to go about it. Cars don't look too bad. Yeah, we could keep this. Slizzard, so it's fee. Would have been really good to have a warrior right now. Okay. So they most likely take away dominance soon. Well, we still don't know if it's V, do we? Let's just have a look. But I mean, Slizzard's a bit skeptical because they use that a lot. Wants a really good pull. They're falling behind. Maybe, eh? Finally catching you on stream. Welcome. Thank you for coming on. It's probably because I'm streaming at a different time than usual.
A witch's best friend is a pig, no doubt.
At least Speartip goes really tall for us now. Goes to 18 base power. It's great. It's fantastic news for us. Lovely. Come on, you're likely to pass now, right? I'm on 47. If it's V, we're gonna start seeing it now. Must be. It's not V then?
Relax.
47 to 27, 3 points per turn. What happens if I pass? We're gonna see some tall punish. That's probably a good thing too. Could they have miscalculated? Not watching points really. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's what I thought 77. So, yep. Worked out good, didn't it? Should probably just finish if the hand's good. Winning on evens, fantastic for us. Maybe we just bleed in a bit and see what we're getting out of them. Decree gets us She Who Knows. If they play another Slizzard, if they're doing that again, we just kill it this time. They probably do have another one because they're playing Succubus. But yeah, it's definitely nice to see their kind of deck again because you don't really see these kinds of builds. Wow, Speartip looking fantastic. Yeah, let's hit this. Yeah, let's try to build Sabbath, and then get Flying Piggies going. She Who Knows, all that kind of stuff. Oh, that's great if we're getting Horn out.
Death comes for you.
Underrated control right here, guys. In this Deathwish deck, I'm telling you. Keep an eye out for this. Nice. That's great. Maybe we just try to make him waste good cards. Nothing wrong with that either.
Move those hooves. It'll both be hammed.
Spores here is not bad. I think it's gonna play great. Tokens. We're probably saving 1, 2, 3 for round 3. And it's just gonna be like Decree and Spores now. Not really any use of this here. Beast Werewolf moment. Why back row? Are they gonna end up self-clogging if we play into this? Wow, well, that's something to consider too if they end up self-clogging. Because they're kind of screwed at some point if we keep playing. Let's just see if that happens first.
Naught can stop me. Not even death.
Oh, Werecats. You mean us to play Werecat here? Yeah, it would have been great. But I think She Who Knows. I think we just want to bleed them a bit and get that carryover. I think it's probably better for us. That's a huge Spores target. Great. Ah, oh, Chimeras? Okay. Chimera in Deathwish with rats. Let's just keep making them waste good stuff. I'm fine with that. They just leaded a rat? I'm not sure, guys, why that's the case. But it's looking good for us here. We could even take card advantage now if we want. And we've got a solid hand here. We just need a Deathwish unit for round 3 for Haunt, and that's it. It's a great hand. We can kick bar, guys. Are they gonna have room? Mesh. I'm kind of tempted to play into this because I can see they got no more room. So they're gonna run out of room now. Interesting. We've got a few Deathwish units in deck. I'm pretty sure we're gonna pull. I wouldn't commit Death Luff, but I don't know if it looks like they got no room. What, should we just finish them? Maybe I shouldn't think greedy. It's usually good to be a bit conservative. Yeah, okay. Alright, we get... Look. Card advantage, we're very happy with that. And She Who Knows carryover. Let's not get hasty here. Let's be reasonable individuals. Big combos were wasted there, Haunt. This one. Rakus Queen? Wow, we really pushed them good. So it's a Beast Swarm deck. Interesting. Oh, this is lovely. Yes, we got Werecat. If they're gonna do that rat stuff again. Maybe we're passing this off because they were doing a lot of token stuff. It's probably it, isn't it? Yeah, it's fine. So what, we're expecting Coral. Usually they play Coral with stratagem like that. Portal?
Gotcha. No.
Okay.
No, damn it.
Is this like the Madoc? I know they play Madoc with this kind of a deck sometimes. Wish Flappers with Portal's pretty nice, isn't it? Especially when you play the Priests and they damage the armor, keep boosting. It's a nice play. That's how I usually play that kind of a style. Maxi.
Another little thunderbolt.
We could put some pretty good pressure on them here now because we've got 2 engines in hand. We're gonna get Sabbath. Could be pretty good. Yeah, there we go.
Let's punch it again.
Quick! Move those hooves! Or we'll both be hanged!
Not sure why they're waiting on stratagem. No good targets? Or what? So they're playing bombs but we're not seeing Madoc? So what, they got Madoc in their hand? Because they got 2 bombs that we've just seen here. So they could have like red haze then. I don't need a rope stack anymore. Let's just try to out-tempo them. Let's do it. Let's push them a bit here. 1 leader gone. Good. 2 leaders gone. Okay, we're happy about that. Maybe they've got Junod. Is that why they're trying to do this? Yeah, it's probably Junod, isn't it? Full leader's gone. It's not so bad. Yeah, it's Junod.
Sorry, don't matter. Sounds like something a midget.
Yeah, it's... I think, you know, getting full leader out, maybe it's not so bad. But the point discrepancy is a bit big. It does pass. Must be Madoc in their deck, right? We don't really know if they're gonna play into it, do we? They do? Sage?
You will see it in your dream.
Wow, okay. Megascoping. Megascoping pretty hard. Yes, good hit, good hit. Well done. Thank you, Fog. We definitely want to get rid of that because it's damaged and, you know, you can get some healing value. Oh, it's good. Try to take away our dominance.
Dancing around. It's not for me.
Try to get card advantage. And then save Haunt for the round 3.
Who wants to taste Skellige steel?
Well, we need Deathwish units for Haunt too, though. This gives us dominance to play into that. So they've got no Madoc in their deck? Really? What kind of a deck is this, man? They're investing in that many bombs. I don't know. I'm not sure. Lambert?
Now that's the kind of negotiating I understand.
Okay. Card advantage. So we really need a Rot Fiend then, don't we? Come on, give me a Rot Fiend. I've got good luck. Come on. You're gonna give me a Rot Fiend, aren't you? You can do it. Come on. Yeah, that's why I really wanted to keep Foglet then, but we had to toss it. Yikes. So we got Speartip for Osrul. Well, let's see what happens, man. Probably go on Osrul last. Yeah. Okay, I guess it didn't matter then that we didn't have enough activators. I mean, that's a lot of control. Heat wave, bombs. Junod's gone. Could they have spores? I don't know. Maybe we do it now then? Oh, they could have. They're playing witches too. What about something like Geralt Axie? I don't know, I'm a bit concerned. Might just play a bit soft.
Resistance is futile.
Life's one never-ending fight.
Double the coin.
Isn't that a late play? They can't use the order on it. Nice. Okay, we got that. Hand buff stuff, Invigorate. Defender?
Time's here.
Oh, it's a great pull. We'll just get Witch Apprentices next. Should be great. Good engine value. Are they getting ready to pass? Playing like that?
Then pigs fly, eh?
What do you guys think? Looks like it, eh? They're going tall in one unit. Yeah, probably getting ready for a pass. Oh, we got Heatwave out. What kind of points could they make here? We're going up 3 points per turn. Just thinking, what cards could they have? Like, do we pass, put some pressure on them like that? Oh, 2 points? Thanks for letting me know, appreciate it. Yep, you're right about that. Defender's at 14. But that could change with a boost. Yeah, we should probably play into it a bit more then. Don't really, I don't know, maybe we do it. I'd like to save it. Because they're pretty good pressure on a bleed too in a round 2. Okay. We probably keep spores here. That's gonna go. Oh, they did banish Griffin. Just not really sure what we're doing with Mamuna then. Smuggler.
Got business for me?
Good. Rebuke. Maybe it's this here.
Bright it shines.
How long has Invigorate had 3 charges?
No mercy!
Not sure. I don't play that leader. Maybe I should get into it.
Wind whistles Willow's whip.
You are no lunet of mine.
The soil is fertile.
Fertile with
It's good that that dies next.
dead to one.
Werecat might come in okay.
Illusions. You've yet to see what they can accomplish.
Death comes for you.
Nice. Good denial value there. It's great. Tempering.
The valley of flowers. There is no place more beautiful.
Maybe this is okay at this point. Dunker. Up by a fair amount of points.
Oi, hey there! Come here!
We're definitely saving spores. I reckon we'll get a good target. Okay. Let's just hope we get Osrul, man. That's what we want. Give us Osrul. Come on. Yes. We're gonna use Mamuna to get the other one out. Oh, this one out, sorry, from deck. What about Rot Fiend? Yeah, that's not bad either. Ah.
Well, I guess it's gonna take some more patching.
You will be much happier.
There is no escape.
Maybe I'm just holding this for now. Okay, good.
Cut the grid, or I'll cut your door!
Nice, we got it. Great. That was a really good bleed for us. Round 2.